Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast for RomWills.com, and I'm your host, Rom Wills. Just keep going. Now, as y'all can see with these simulcasts, it's all about motivation. It's all about succeeding, And one of the things in succeeding is just knowing that sometimes you just got to keep going. And I've already done a couple podcasts on the light at the end of the tunnel, and this is on that same thing. You really just have to keep going in life, whatever goal you have, whatever you're trying to do, whatever project you're working on, sometimes you got to keep going. Because the thing is, you have that goal, but sometimes it seems tough to get there. Sometimes you say, damn, this ain't going to never work out. Or because usually you're in the middle of a bad situation or even a decent situation sometime, like a job, or you're going to school and you're just like, damn, is this ever going to get better, right? Because, it's one thing to have the goal. It's another thing to actually reach it. And it's easy to get discouraged. In fact, unfortunately, a lot of people do get discouraged. They don't think they're going to make this work. I mean, I've seen so many people start, it'd be an exaggeration to say millions, but I'd say just in my experience, but like I'd say hundreds of projects, different people, if you put them all together, maybe even numbering in the thousands. And they don't succeed at it right away. Nothing happens for them. And they get frustrated, get a bunch of stuff. They just leave it by the wayside, right? But the thing is, what they had to do was just keep going. No matter what, you're not stuck where you're at. Even though you have some people around you just say, oh, you should just give up, or you should just stay with this, it's safe. Sometimes, not sometimes, all the time. You just got to keep pushing forward. Once you have that goal, push forward no matter what. Because you know what? There's going to be days, weeks, months, even years maybe where it don't seem like anything is happening. You got you got that full-time job, but you got that part-time thing that's really your dream, that's really your passion. And it don't seem like anything's working for you. Right? It don't seem like it's going at first, but you got to stick with it. I'm going to tell you a story. You know what? I should have never saw that character on American Gods, a Nazi. Because I like that statement. Man, he should put that on a t-shirt, or somebody should put that on a t-shirt. I'm going to tell you a story. But this story is about my own business, my own publishing. When I decided to actively become a writer, was 1992, right? And I didn't get anything published until 1995, and that was very small scale. Because part of being a writer, and, I'm entrepreneurial anyway, I said, shit, I'll start my own publishing company, right? And that first, like I said, started in 92, didn't get anything published until 95. And it was very bare bones. It was, we literally talking like pamphlet, stapled and everything, and with a printer who, he was a good guy, but hopefully he's in another profession now, because there were some issues. But the thing was, I did that, and you made a little bit of change, a little bit, but I wasn't going to run out and buy a new car or anything, or go to Red Lobster or something like that with the money. It was hard to even say I made enough back to even cover the publishing. I was taking a loss, right? But I didn't give up. I kept my regular job and everything, and kept going. Honestly, my first major book was the one people know me for, Nice Guys and Players. And that's actually a second printing. That's a second edition, because the book I published at first was called Black Nice Guys and Players Becoming the Man Black Women Want. But then, because I kept going, I had a conversation with some Asian women and some white women, and realized that the issues were more universal. So, I changed it up, took out most of the references to black, and kept going. But that was 2000, that book came out. But even then, it didn't take off right away. I'll say, it took maybe, when it first came out, it was just drips and drabs, a little trickle of sales. It took maybe, if it came out in September of 2000, it didn't take off until February of 2001. That's when it took off. So even then, I still had to keep going. And, I share that with people to realize, hey, you know what? You got to keep going with that dream. You got to keep going with that endeavor. If that's your passion, you have to do it. Because here's the thing. If you quit doing something, or you get out of it and it's really your passion, you're not going to feel right. You're not going to feel right with it. Because if something is your passion, that means you were literally born to do it. And you're not going to feel right. I know we got to make money. Yeah, you got to do your thing to make money. But unless you do what you were born to do, nothing's going to go right in your life. You're not going to be happy in a relationship. You ain't going to be happy, because you're going to always feel there's something more. I don't care how good the sex is, how good the person's treating you. You got to do what it is in your heart to do. You definitely ain't going to be happy on any job. So you still have to keep going. But the thing is, you have to keep going to the point you make it work. You have to keep going. And, sometimes people got to put the foundation. They got to pay those dues. They got to learn stuff, whatever. But the bottom line is, you have to keep going. Now, this don't have to be a long message. It's a very simple one. Just keep going no matter what. Anyway, I want everyone to keep rising and transforming. Peace and blessings.